topic of war, how important is it to my peers? For me, personally, it's very important because it's connected with the history of my family. Not long ago, I looked through my family album, and in one of the older time photographs, I saw a man in his 20s. I was surprised to see that we looked so much alike. I went up to my mom and asked her who it was, and found out that it was my great-grandfather. His name was Eduard Richter. During the Great Patriotic War, he was a partisan. At the end of the war, he was wounded and met victory in hospital. After the war, he lived a long, fruitful life in his native village of Slobodka. Mom told me a lot of interesting things, which her grandfather told her when she was a little schoolgirl. One of the stories especially touched me. It was the story of a local hero, who was the same age as I am now. His name was Fedya Deryaga. Before the war, he studied at the local Slobodka school. During the years of German occupation, he and his friends from the Yas underground organization secretly spread leaflets, stole weapons from the fascists, got valuable information about the location of enemy garrisons, and gave them to partisans. They also participated in sabotage on the railway. Unfortunately, his underground organization didn't work for a long time. In the winter of 1944, the partisan brigade for the motherland, where Fedor was fighting, was going to relocate. At night, the partisans decided to stop near Fedya's native village and have some rest. Fedya asked the commander to allow him to spend the night at home. He wanted to see his parents and his younger sister, whom he missed so much. The young partisan was warmly met by his family. He talked to his father for a long time, then went to bed, hiding the rifle under his pillow. At night, the fascists broke into the house, took out the whole family and Fedya. He was severely beaten and dragged to the commandant's office located in Slobodka. Covered in blood and bruises, he didn't give out any information to fascists. And after the interrogation, it was ordered to shoot the young partisan. Fedya and his brother Spiridon, who had also been caught by fascists, set off on their last journey to the hill Milosti, supporting each other. Two young, courageous, but completely exhausted boys were accompanied by a dozen polizei. The fascists ordered to all local people to come to the hill and see the execution. My great-grandfather was also standing along the road and saw the last minutes of life of those two young heroes. When the brothers climbed to the hill, they were pushed to the edge of their grave, and suddenly, exhausted, half alive Fedya began to sing, "This is our last and decisive battle." The song was interrupted by a terrible shooting. This story told by my mom shocked me. I could never think that such atrocities could have been committed by human beings against others, and that such young men of my age were able to withstand all the terrors of the war and remain faithful to their homeland. Many times I have been asking myself one and the same question: what should we do to keep memory of those brave people and their heroic deeds today and tomorrow? After all, 80 years have passed, and many of the witnesses of these horrors have long been dead. I think it is necessary, first of all, to organize meetings with surviving veterans, listen and record their stories, visit them and help them about the house. Why not go hiking with our schoolmates or with our families to places of military battles or executions? We should also regularly clean the territories around the war monuments. After all, it is our duty to preserve historical memory, and I also hope that a memorial sign will appear at the place of Fedya's execution.